Yo, what's up with my people, y'all? Straight up, no intro, man. Getting straight up into this NFL talk. But before we get into the NFL talk, man, I gotta ask y'all, man, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. Help this channel grow, man. I'm trying to get to 6,000 subscribers, man. It seemed like I've been really stagnant, man. At this, I'm close. I'm close, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to myself, man. Working hard, man. I got over I'm a I need a quarter more million views to get my millionth view, man. I got 750 50 something thousand views, man. That's incredible, man. Thank you, man. Thank y'all, man, for tuning in. That's incredible. Appreciate y'all watching my shorts, watching the videos, man. I just ask that y'all hit the like button as much as y'all watch, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all doing. How am I doing out there, man? You know, like whether it's good or bad, man. Hit the like, hit the dislike button, man. Just let me know what's going on. Jump in the comments, man, because I know I say some things and I speak my mind on sports. See, a lot of people get out here and they get timid and they don't really want to speak their mind. Like, I know I'm not right with everything, and I know I say some things that maybe people will look at and say that's crazy, but I think that's me just being me, man. You're not gonna get that nowhere else around here, man. I think everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to sound smart. Everybody, you know what I mean? They're afraid to get the tomatoes thrown at them, have a bad performance, or however it is. I'm just not afraid of that, man. And when you get something not, and when you have something not authentic, man, I think y'all should appreciate it out here, man, because a lot of people are not like that, man. And me, I'm just one of a kind out here. I have to say, man, you know, giving it to y'all from a fan's point of view, you know what I mean? I really pride myself on that. And I stand on that fans point of view aspect of it because, you know, I didn't per se go to school to be a journalist. No, I didn't play in the NFL. I didn't go to D1 college, you know what I mean? And but yet and still I still respect it enough to say where I'm coming from and to research and to make sure that I'm having the right information. So however you feel about that, man, is how you feel, man. But I just appreciate y'all tuning in, watching, and interacting with me, man. I do appreciate y'all. Give yourself a round of applause, man. But yeah, man, the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins, y'all know I didn't get a chance to really talk about it because it's a Thursday night game, right? And I'm on the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming at y'all one time a week, man. I got so much going on the weekends, man. I barely could go live, especially if I'm just getting home on Saturday morning, which I hate and it sucks, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the better this does, the quicker I can get off the road, the more videos I can make. But shout out to the people that can sit at home all day and just produce content. You know what I'm saying? It's a job in itself. So shout out to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I still got to work and then I still got to do this. So it is what it is. All right. Um, but look, the Miami Dolphins, man, and the Buffalo Bills, that game was 21-31. I think sometimes you can say the score is going to be misleading. They say garbage time touchdowns. I don't really like the count. I don't know what that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a term that's always been tough with me, a garbage time touchdown. Not to say there was one in the game or whatever, but it just, to me, it's always been a term that's been tough to deal with because, like, this is a professional game. Like, there's 2 minutes left in the game. They're up. Stop them. Stop them. Like, what's an excuse? Like, you talking about a garbage time touch? Like, what is that? Like, come on, y'all. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can understand if you just like, all right, come on, let's put the third string guys out there. If you're gonna put your third string guys out there, it's not a garbage time touchdown. If your first string guys are still on the field, that is not a garbage time touchdown. We use terms so loosely, and people believe just certain narratives out here. That's just crazy to me. But hey, I'm the crazy one because I'll say that and want nobody else said, right? But I gotta hold on to that originality of myself. Anyhow, Josh Allen is a man amongst what, man. I mean, he's just that guy, man. He was 22 for 28. I'm sure y'all heard it a bunch of times in this game. Throughout the whole week, man, through three touchdowns, was sacked twice in the game. James Cook is not. I don't know if he's the Bills Mafia know that James Cook is a beast. They know this, but I don't know if everybody out there really understands how important James Cook is to that offense. I mean, he had over 100 yards in this game and a touchdown. and he seems to be getting better. You know what I'm saying? One of those backs is always popping up every single game for the Buffalo Bills. Yes, they are. And they just got another tight end, and Jackson Halls will step up from Georgia Tech at some point. He's really good in with run blocking, and I'm sure that's why the Bills wanted him, because he also can catch too. And I know I jumped from the running backs to the tight ends to the receiving core or whatever, but Keon Coleman has stepped up tremendously for that Bills offense. Um, Khalil Shakur looks like he has a little bit. Dalton Kincaid, man, I just knew he was going to be a beast when he came out from Utah. I just knew he was. I was a big fan of his just coming off the bat anyway. But I must say, and I have to be honest, man, this defense for the Bills concerns me. They got the offense that can score, and and I know this is what cliche to say or whatever, you just gotta outscore the Bills to beat them. But that's literally, I think, what you have to do, because I think the offense under Josh Allen is just, it's great. You know what I mean? They got a great offense. They just do. And but that defense concerns me, not because partially because the Dolphins were able to hang 21 on you, but they got smashed by the Colts, right? The Colts have a good defense in the middle. It's the middle of the Bills defense. That I said, gotta say, I'm concerned with, right? And that's just, it is what it is when it comes to that, because you can't really stop. Okay, yeah, Tyreek and Jalen Waddell had a touchdown. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddell both had a touchdown, but neither one of them had over 50 yards receiving. I mean, as a whole team, they only had 150 yards receiving. So we know that the Bills cornerbacks are not the problem. And I mean, watching the game, you can see that clearly. It's when it's running the ball. It's rushing. It's running the ball and the short yardage and just being able to methodically move downfield. It's the middle of that defense. I don't know. The linebacker need to step up. He needs to step up. He needs to play more. Needs to play better. They need better play in the middle from them linebackers, and I get it, because it's almost the same thing that's going on with my Pittsburgh Steelers. But I'll talk about them. I'm right now talking about the Bills and what the Bills got going on. I mean, you're getting great. I think you're getting good play out of the from the defensive backs. Now, some other Bills fans might see something. They may see something different. From to me, an outsider looking in and reporting on the Bills and talking about the Buffalo Bills, I think it's the linebacker core, man. I really do. And but once that, I don't know if that's something that's going to be fixed as the season goes on, because you just got to kind of patch those holes. You got what you got right now, right? We know that the Bills are one of the top teams in the AFC, right? So you just got to kind of roll with what you got right now and hope that you can patch that up. And hopefully we can just, you know what I'm saying? All right, look, right now we rolling. You know, we got to patch this inner tube and we got to get back on the road, and we just got to roll it on, get where we got to get. You know what I'm saying? Even if we got to throw a donut on that mug, we got to get to where we need to our destination. And I think that's where the Bills are at right now. And I think they can get there, man. I honestly think that the Bills can get there. They're a serious contender in the AFC. I can't wait to see more about it, the Bills, man, and where this season is going to take them. When you talk about the Miami Dolphins, I heard this whole Tua thing and what's going on down there. It's just a dumpster fire down there, man. It really is. Miami is just it's horrible. They gotta rebuild their culture down there in Miami with the Dolphins. I'm not used to. I like the Dolphins being competitive. I really do, man. Sucks to be a Dolphins fan right now, man, because you're going to get good picks. I really think that they're going to be the worst team in the NFL. The head coach doesn't seem to have the team underneath him and McDaniel. I don't know if I feel bad for a grown man, but it's crazy to see them going through what they're going through, man. And they almost were close enough to win that game. If Tua didn't throw an interception, which is even more alarming. But when you're in the same division and your team is almost built to beat that team, I know that those games can wind up being close, and that they will play them close. But still, it still concerns me a little bit, though, even though that team is built around playing Buffalo and trying to win a division, because that's how you build your teams in the NFL. You're not too much worried about the conference. If you can win your division and win your division handily, building your team, then the conference is worried about next and then getting out of the conference, right? That's what you want to try to do in the NFL. That's what coaches try to do anyway. They don't try to look too far and say, we want to build a team just like the Philadelphia Eagles. They're not, you don't see the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? They're playing the, you know what I'm saying? The Dolphins, the Pats, and the Jets, and they've been successful so far. The Buffalo Bills have, will they get some more pieces? I'm pretty sure they will, man. But shout out to the Buffalo Bills, man, and shout out to that run game that's overlooked with everybody else that's going on, man. Because James Cook, I think he's a beast, man. He's doing this thing. Shout out to the Bills, man. Buffalo Bills fans, y'all go to 3-0, 2-0 at home. Shout out to Bills Mafia, y'all represent, man, represent. All right. Moving on to the next one, man. Next game. Who do I got next? I think I got oh yeah, gotta talk about the Browns. Gotta talk about the Browns. They're in their division. The Bengals, I'll get them a little shout out at the end. You know what I'm saying? When I go through all the NFL teams. But for right now, the Packers and the Browns, that game was fantastic. I think it was a great defensive game.